Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Play Ghost Studio, continuing on with Dragon Age Inquisition. We have made it to Skyhold, our new base of operation after our, well, war room's over here. After our, after Haven was attacked by, Griffius. I don't know what words I'm trying to say. Oh, it's 3 layers. Yeah, so we have a bunch of new missions. I'm gonna start with just this area, I guess.
What did they make down here?
Oh my god, a storage chest. My cough is still kind of just hooked onto me. I think I need to keep taking cough medicine. Ah, hear it.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Take the time.
Everyone needs time for this.
Time won't help. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we all... You did what you could, I suppose.
We left in a hurry, but
Family hammer. It's good to be back at work.
how is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted
Oh,
it,
God.
but ever forward.
Have you any thought?
Yes.
Care to share?
No. We have to be happy with that. Your basics, like always. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job.
I'll...
I saw something over here. Tent armor. Oh. I can change the color of my armor. Cool. I can change the material it's made out of as well. Oh wait, this does something. I don't want to fuck around with that. You can craft armor, craft weapon, Skyhold customization. So this is what the banners were for. Ah, so this was like the drapes are for and shit. What is this? Heraldry. I'll put the Inquisition throne on. Oh, upgrade potions. Like, I completely forgot about this. I don't even have enough. I need elf root. Where you modify. All right. Oh, they get the uh I can build these armors now. Alright. Alright, so that's how we get down towards the crafting area. We'll talk to Josephine last, because the war room's that way as well, so we just get that done together.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Hello.
What do you know about the
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can
I'd like to know more about...
simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade. Small tears are... but your anchor, as Corypheus calls it, allows...
I'd like to know more...
Circle mages call it, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
It sounds like it would be...
And dangerous. Instead, I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing.
I'd like to know...
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world, but such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivation. Spirits wish to join the living. A demon? Is that wish gone wrong?
Is there a way...
Not in... But the question is a good one.
We'll talk.
Goodbye. Hello.
I'd like to know...
Why?
You're an apostate, yet you...
Not the wiser.
I
am sorry. With so much...
What?
I treasured my dreams.
Did...
No, I learned how to control my dream.
I
Second,
I think I've done this conversation
fate
before.
reflects and is limited by our imaginations.
I would...
Thank you.
How...
You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination.
You said you'd...
This world, or its memory, some of my the best of the battlefields. Spirits press.
Any place...
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire.
Oh.
Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
I've heard the stories.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the... One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real.
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Have you all...
Not at all. Spirits of wisdom, spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and...
I don't know...
Wisdom and purpose are two easy...
You're saying that you became friends with...
They were not demons.
Meaning?
And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand them...
I'm impressed that...
Anyone... Yeah? Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
I'm certain you have some rhetoric...
It's likely. I've had a lot of time to...
Well,
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in what you...
You can take...
What do I do? Oh. What did I do? Shouldn't have skipped through it. Something obviously happened. Let's go back to Haven.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Huh.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then...
Oh, damn.
It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
For all our sakes, I'm pleased that you stuck around.
As am I. You have fractured rules of man and nature, and you will shatter more before you are done. To visit me here, and you not even a mage.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
So we just did some dream stuff with Solus. Oop. Oh, hey, I remember. Boom. Recipes. Ooh, that looks sulfury.
They have certainly spared no expense.
To the main hall. I don't even know how the hell it got up there. Door wasn't open before.
Greetings, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns.
That was loud.
You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You're taking over the...
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
How can you...
I am to aid in the...
What makes you...
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
You were made...
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding... I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember...
What is your...
Adequate. Based on a partial...
As you...
Yes.
Alright.
Ooh, Inquisitor, greetings. I was recently appointed by Sister... I'm so pleased to be... Well, I should... One day I...
Hey, Dorian.
Brilliant, isn't it?
One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you now?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales.
Oh.
And here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say dark spawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's dark spawn, what other explanation is there?
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Sounds good.
Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Hi, Fiona.
Inquisitor. That is your... I should thank you. The way things ended in Red... Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for good.
I'm pleased to hear you say that, Inquisitor. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well...
You were once a...
Mine is an Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden.
Oh, you lost the taint?
They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out.
You sound...
Becoming a Warden seemed like... Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters... It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than...
You mean you be...
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. Still, despite all the chaos,
You're not still the...
any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi. Although, perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will...
You believe they'll recreate...
It depends on who the next divine... They can't go back. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori...
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. I had no way of knowing. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance. I'm not proud of our choice. But we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I trust it.
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars. But overall...
I'll leave.
Before you go, in Redcliffe, after we left, did you...
He wasn't in the mood.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek. Back when I was a warden.
You want me to smooth things over with him?
No. I only wanted to know if he was happy. Don't mind me, Inquisitor.
The veil. What is upwards? Oh, Liliana's up here. Sparrow.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Inquisitor, I was not expecting a visit. You had little interest in speaking to me privately before. But as dear Josephine says, it's never too late to make a friend.
I hope I'm not.
The commander was just delivering. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time.
Or they
I
would have
was
just gone
afraid
missing
to
as
lose
well.
my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
More likely they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts...
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Reports of fade rifts and deep... The only... You have to be that someone. No one else
God.
has any power...
This
Seal
cough
it.
is ridiculous.
Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed...
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still...
And I would do it again.
The Divine's death hit you hard.
Oh. You are referring to my outburst in the Haven. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Things going...
I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the Archdemon. We won the day, and I thought the Maker smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Anything...
I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven. Should... So far nothing, and the breach has been quiet for some time. There is something at least.
Anything...
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle.
Oh.
The people are returning. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Anything I...
I've nothing to report at the moment.
They called you the...
That they did? What of it?
I'd like to hear about...
A friend. A man. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
How did you...
I met her a long time ago. Before she became... When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea.
Dorothea.
I was at my lowest. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
Was there something...
You're asking if we were lovers? Love is common. Love is simple. My bond was just... She was a sister. So, to answer your question, yes,
We'll talk.
it seems Blackwall. As for the other wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
Let's talk.
Me?
Bards,
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should...
what did you do before?
I was a bard. For a time, I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
Can you teach me?
Being a bard is so much... It involves the bed. Perhaps when this is all over,
I should leave you.
we can always... You're open... If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
You're always.
It's what I'm... Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for...
You seem to.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's a...
You have a history with the warden who ended.
I count him among my closest friends. He hasn't replied to my letters in some time. I try not to worry about it. He can take care of himself.
They say you spent some time in Lothering.
We spoke a few times. I seldom left the Chantry, and we never became more... I saw more of the Hawk twins. Bethany in particular. She
Oh.
would spend time in meditation at the Chantry. The other one, the young man, I did encounter the champion again later in Kirkwall. Those were terrible times.
Oh yes, she was the
This one, the Chantry was.
she was the one that
destroyed?
was sent. Yeah.
No, that happened later. But even then, there were some in Val Rayo who wanted the Divine to declare an exalted march on Kirkwall.
Damn.
Justina sent me there to see if that could be avoided I guess it didn't matter in the end. You know...
I totally forgot about that mission.
At your service, my lord. I have made friends, and
You seem.
I met her a long time ago. I just returned to Val Rayo, and she welcomed me back. She was the Antivan. The ball was... We've been friends ever since.
What do you?
It's not a real party, and that's all I'm saying about it.
We could.
You...
All right, let's continue on. Damn it. Oh, shot! I make this right. You made it. I don't think I'm gonna lose health in this area, so I can just like jump off of shit. Can't open any of this? So why? Oh, it goes into a building. Oh, hello. Oh, I forgot you have a mission. Use the iconic default appearance, recreate the custom appearance. I'm recreating the custom appearance. Alright. I make him into a brown man. I think this... I zoom in. I can. This is zoomed in? Fucking hell. I wish they gave me the color names, because I honestly can't tell. think Brown might have been down here somewhere. That. I can't remember what hair I had. It wasn't a ponytail. Might have been this. I can't remember what my guy looked like now. I'm not gonna change anything else. Maybe I didn't have the blood. Accept the changes. Fuck it. I can't remember how it looked like, but somewhere along those lines. Just pretend that's him.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor.
The twins.
I figured you might have
I
some
made twins.
friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You weren't in that battle.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thetis.
At least the voices are different.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control.
Oh,
again.
I didn't even think of that.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud.
Stroud.
The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Yes.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before.
I mean, his father was the
I'll make
one
sure
to
that
set the traps and everything, right?
Inquisitor.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my sister out of the Free Marches.
Oh, okay.
Isabella and I never believed in being tied down. When I had to go into hiding, she understood. We'll see each other again. Until then, she'll be having fun. And hopefully not too much fun.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition? What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general.
but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus?
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I wouldn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march.
Oh yeah, true. Tell me about Anders.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
Complicated. It's not like the minstrels make it out to be. He's not just a monster or a hero. Or maybe he's both. He was trying to change the world. He knew it couldn't happen peacefully.
Never can.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Oh, so we're gonna actually be fucking fighting alongside Hawk? Fuck yeah. I mean, I try to make him as close to my Hawk as possible, but for some reason, I can't bring in my saves from Origins and 2. I had to actually go into the website and pick the choices that I made for both games individually, so I had to get it as close as possible. I couldn't remember every single choice I made, but I tried to make it as close as possible from what I could remember off the top of my head. And I couldn't customize the characters at all, so I just chose the default options, but I'm glad it let me customize the character here. But yeah, I wasn't expecting this, honestly. This is the war room. Someone being held in Skyhold awaits your judgment. Josephine. I think I'm heading downwards, right? Maybe we'll go talk to Cole. Iron Bull, Cassandra, Sarah, Vivian, Blackwall, Cullen. Special shipment. Oh, that's that. Dorian, Solus, Liliana. I talked to them. Where's Varric in all this?